Grace and peace to those who do the will of our Father Yah in heaven. I'm going to be making this video in the car again, so please excuse the noise. But I had a thought yesterday, and I kind of just mulled it over, considered it, and I'm not going to say that this is the truth. I'm just going to say that this is another way that I'm thinking about things, and considering if it may be true or not. And of course, the word is going to have to be our final source on all of that. But you know how in the past, what we call the Old Testament is all just one book to me, but in what we call the Old Testament, a lot of things that we saw were physical. But in the end times, in the latter days, what we often see is spiritual, or I'll just say I'll just get straight to the point. This is about Esau, or who we call Esau today. And Israelites today typically, even though it's not completely accurate, typically think of Esau as the European or the white colonial powers. And some have proven or made a good case biblically that Esau is actually still a darker skinned people in the Middle East. So whether Esau be what we call white, or whether Esau be a people still somewhere in what's called the Middle East, is, again, I think that is missing the point, because I'm going back to what is often revealed in in what we call the New Testament as spiritual. So while the Most High said, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated, and we look at people in the flesh and say, well, that's Esau. So the Most High Yah hates them, even though anybody is capable of repenting and being saved. But still, as a whole, in general, we see that those people are hated by God. But really, what was it that Esau did that caused him to be hated? And that was that he despised his birthright. Now consider and remember that the Savior, Jesus Christ, Yahushua, or if you prefer Yehoshua, however you prefer to call his name, he was speaking to Israelites when he said that you are of your father the devil. And of course, you know my point of view on that was that he was speaking about Cain. Cain was that murderer, the first person to shed blood upon the earth, and the first person to lie straight to the face of the Most High. And he went out from the presence of Yah. He abode not in the truth. And the truth are the commandments. The commandments are given to man. They are not given to the angels. The commandments were given to man. He abode not in the truth. And so all those, and he listed Yahushua, the Savior, he named Abel as the first person to be slain or murdered upon the face of the earth. So even going back to the beginning, Genesis, you have a person who is physical, but when we get to what we call the New Testament, Jesus Christ is referring to his own people, saying that they are of the devil. Now he's talking spiritual. Now we know it's not literal, because Cain's seed was cut off. His seed is not literally physically on the earth anymore. But spiritually, people are still of him. So in the same manner, Esau, it doesn't really quite matter who he was physically. What matters is who follows after him spiritually. And those people are going to be Israelites. Those people are going to be those who have turned their backs on the Most High Yah and have chosen the pleasures of this world first over their birthright, over the Most High. That's why Esau was hated. It wasn't because, and his children are not hated simply because of their actions. They're hated because they have chosen the world over the Most High Yah. And again, since just as Jesus Christ was speaking to the Israelites and told them that they were of their father the devil, in the same exact way Esau can be of the Israelites. So while I include myself in it, even though I'm not necessarily doing that, while we're pointing fingers at other people and saying God hates you, you are Esau, God hates you, remember that Esau was born from Isaac. Esau was Shemitic. Esau was Jacob's brother. And the Most High said he hated him because he sold his birthright for a meal. He sold his birthright for a temporary reward. He despised the eternal. He despised the long-term reward. And that has always been the problem. That's why vengeance came upon the Israelites. I keep saying the Most High, but Jesus Christ he is his son, so, and if he says something, the Most High is saying it as well, so I guess I might as well just keep saying it. So the Most High said, these be the days of vengeance. God's wrath came upon those Israelites because they did not know the time of their visitation, because they were wrapped up in everything else that they had, that they thought they were doing right, but they were doing wrong, and they were not listening to the one who came to tell them what was right. So I'm trying to get into this parking space right now, and it's a little bit tight, so I'm going to bring this video to a close. Thank you all for listening, and I pray that I have spoken truthfully, and if anything that I said was true, then it came from the Most High in heaven, not from me. So to him be all the glory, all the praise, all the honor, in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, Jesus Christ. So thank you all for watching and listening, and I'll talk to you later.